Hello, good morning to you. How are you today? It's a beautiful, bright, sunny day today, and we're going to be making some lovely little bracelets, really straightforward. We've got some gorgeous, gorgeous little components, some little spacers. I'm wearing a similar style. They've got slightly different spacers in this one. So it's based on a design really that I think we've done similar to, but not using these gorgeous, like beautiful little crystal nuggets. So the warehouse have sent me up lots of lovely colours. We've got lots to play with. And what's lovely about these is you can choose whether you want a gold findings with it or silver findings with it. So nice straightforward spring project for you. I mean, you can wear them all year round, but if you do little craft fairs, then they're nice gifts and they're nice little makes if you want to, you know, just add a little bit of sparkle to whatever you're wearing. I'm going to say a quick good morning to you all. I'm going to take you straight over to the website so you can see all the lovelies that we've got. I think each kit makes 3, and we've also got like a multi-buy offer on for you today. So good morning to Phoenix. She can't stay long, she says, but she was looking forward. It looks like a lovely make as always, she says, so thank you for that. And good morning to Jackie as well. I hope you're well. Let me know in the comments, what have you been up to? What have you been making? Are you going to get any gardening done if the weather's improving? I know I desperately need to. There's always jobs, isn't there, to be done, but today we're just going to stay in and make. If I pop you over to the website now, I'll show you the lovely colours that we've got, and then we'll start making. I'll show you them down on the mat as well so you can see just how lovely these crystal nuggets are. We've got some beautiful colours, and I think today, because we don't have images of them all in both the gold and the silver, we've got all the silver options, but I think I'm going to demo one of the gold options that we haven't made up yet. So I'm either going to go for the lovely blue, or I think I might go for kind of the green iris in terms of what colours are kind of on trend for this year in terms of your gemstone colours. I think kind of greys are quite going to be quite popular, and also kind of like seafoam colours as well. So I'll probably go with the green iris, I think. But if there's something you particularly like to see, then do let me know. We could always mix them up as well. Hello to Rachel. She says she's in Asda Cafe after a nurse appointment at 8:10. Gosh, that was early, but you did well to get one. So she says she's out and about today. I hope you're well, my love. Good morning to Joanne. She says, good morning all. Bright, sunny day after a freezing start. Carol's in as well, and Sheila's here too. So let's just click this one so that can stay in the bottom. So these are what we're going to be making today. I'll just bring that up for you. So you can see we have colourways in all sorts. Look at those. I love the shape of these. They are nuggets. They're not rondelles. They're not cubes. They're not full rounds, but look at the facet. So we've got lots of lovely colours, and you can choose whether you want the gold or the silver colourways with those. I think that looks particularly lovely with the gold having those kind of warm yellows. Very spring type colours in that. So you can see how they look. So you've got little bicones mixed in there for you as well. So this is the same colour beads, just different colour spaces and different findings as well. We've got a lovely large chunky toggle clasp for you today. Some beautiful purples, and these are gorgeous. Look at them. Good morning, Christine. I hope you're doing well. Hello to Mina as well. I think I'm going to demo this one. We'll put it on the gold. They're so sparkly, the camera is struggling to focus. So if you would like to get your hands on these kits today, you can head over to totallybeads.co.uk as always, and you can head into the video tutorial section, whichever way you want to access that. And it's just been named Mini Nugget Crystal Bracelets, exactly what it says on the tin. That was an advert from a long time ago, wasn't it? Was it? I think I know what it was, but I don't know whether I'm allowed to say the brand name, so I won't. It was for kind of like a varnish, I think. So you can see there's not all of the photographs there for you, but we have got one in one version, so you can see those colours. So they are £9.99, and that's making up 3 bracelets. I'm going to probably do about an 8-inch bracelet today and just do kind of like a standard size, but you could do whatever you want. And of course, if you're making 3 bracelets, or you've got enough to make 3 bracelets, you might want to just change it to a necklace if you fancy. And we've also got a 2 for £16 offer on as well. So if you think, actually, I like the look of those crystals, but I prefer them with this, then you can mix them up. Or you might think, I really want, I don't know, that purple and AB coloured one, but I want them in the gold and the silver, so you can make the most of those offers as well. So we've got an AB and purple, we've got a charcoal dust, we've got crystal blue, we've got a gold and teal, we've got a lovely smoke and green iris, and then again we've got them the same but obviously in the different colourway, and we've also got a lovely blue as well. I think, oh, shadow and purple iris. I think I've said them all. I'll show you some of them, and you can obviously imagine what it looks like in certain findings. So for example, if we look at this lovely AB one, you can see if I hover over the crystals there, this is on the gold colourway. We've got this also in the silver if you like. So you're going to get your crystal nugget beads, you're going to get your bicones, you're going to get those lovely little, almost floral little acrylic spaces. We've got a nice large toggle clasp for you, and all your findings that you're going to need to attach that toggle clasp. So your culottes, your jump rings, your tiger tail, and your crimp beads. This is how it looks, and these are your components. So you can see here we've got those lovely purple 4mm crystal bicones, and we have 6mm crystal AB nuggets. I'm not sure if I've worked with the nuggets before. I don't think I have. Now the picture here is a swirl ring toggle clasp. You can add that in if you want extra, but on the samples we're not using the swirl ring ones, we are using these here. I'll show you them down on the mat. So you should get this one in your kit. I think there's a slight error with some of the description today. Excuse me, I'm still not feeling 100%. These are your charcoal dust ones. They look gorgeous on the gold. They'd look beautiful on the silver as well though. So you can choose, we've got those acrylic space beads for you, and those bicones. If you want to have a little look, you can see what colour. Again, not too sure why they've put that in the description, because you're not using the hematite ones, I don't think, for this one. I don't think they're hematite. I'd say they were more charcoal. I'll show you those closer up on the mat so you can see what you're getting. You want to know what you're getting, don't you? But that's 3 bracelets, approximately 8 inches each, for £9.99. We've got a crystal blue one, so I'll show you how that looks on the silver. I could demo that for you today. I think that would look really lovely on the gold as well. We've got the gold and the teal here. It's got a beautiful kind of warm, sunny yellow colour to it. Really, really gorgeous. So you can see, oh, summer gold. Look at them, aren't they beautiful? Really lovely. And they go with the teal AB as well. These are your toggle clasps that you're going to get. You'll see they've got these little lovely little lines with it. They are 16mm, so a nice big chunky size. And your spacers are 4mm as well. So you can see how they look close up. This is your purple AB. So if you hover over, you get to have a little look at how those beads look. Excuse me, tickly throat. Fine of a day of an evening, it's not half keeping me up. So you can see they've just got this lovely little subtle touch of purple on them. Really, really beautiful. I'll show you them down on the mat as well. And then you've got these crystal ABs, which are just, they've got the most beautiful finish to them. Obviously, the way they cut and the facet really catches the light, but really shows off that shimmer of kind of, we call it AB, so it's Aurora Borealis, but it gives you like a rainbow finish to it. So there's pinks and golds and blues, the most beautiful colours on them. They really are very pretty. And I think I haven't shown you a blue version yet. We've also got the smoke and green iris, which again, I think I'm going to demo with this, and I'm going to put them in the gold so you can see the colours that we've got there. And I'll name them for you down on the mat so you can see how they look a little bit better. I think that's all the pictures I have to show for you. So let me take you back down on the mat. If I can get rid of this screen. Hide. Okay, so I'll show you them down on the mat so you can see what they look like. Let's get a little bit of focus in here. Move these slightly out the way. So this one here, you can have in the gold or you can have it in the silver. If I just hold it up to the camera, you can see the colours a little bit better in this. So this is the crystal and blue. And you can see they've got this beautiful light blue colour to them. And then again, the shimmer of all those beautiful colours. So that's your crystal and blue colourway. Hi, Jan, you've not missed anything. Mina says, oh, I want them all. Good morning, Elaine. This one here, if I can hold a look at the colours of those bicones. So this one here is your purple, this is your purple iris and shadow. Now, to show why these are called shadow, if I can just hold that up, can you see that two-tone to it? It's like a shadow, but you've got those beautiful kind of pinks as well that come through in those nuggets. So that is your purple and shadow. And again, you can choose from your gold or your silver colourway with that one. These ones here, which we've got made up with the silver and the gold colourways. This one is your gold and teal. And it really is like a summer sunshine. It's just so warm and beautiful. Love these nuggets. I'm going to be making more stuff if we've got any left with these. So I'm just running my finger around the back of it so you can see the movement on them and the absolute twinkle. Really, really pretty. These ones here, so you can see that was the purple. You can see the difference in those crystals. These have got a really beautiful lighter tone to them. These ones are your AB and purple. Yeah, pretty confident with that one. I haven't made these samples up myself. They were sent from the warehouse. So that's why I'm not 100% on all the colours. Look at the finish on those. Really, really pretty. These ones here in the gold and the silver are your charcoal dust. This is why I don't think these are hematite. Say they were more charcoal. Really pretty. You can see how different as well they look. You know, you've got exactly the same beads there, just two different components. And it brings out, I think, a completely different tone to those nuggets. These look much clearer. And these have got a more, because it's reflecting off the tone of the metal. And then this one here is what I think I'm going to demo for you today. But obviously we've got this in the silver. So I'm going to demo this one for you with the gold findings. And this one here is your green iris with the smoke. I'm hoping I'm getting these descriptions right. So your green iris beads are really beautiful. You've got bluey, goldy green tones on those. And then those lovely shimmery crystals as well. Nina says, I was thinking these bracelets I have made with Kitty. Yeah, I think possibly we've just got new colourways up. This one here Don't know whether this was the one that Kitty did or I did, I can't remember. You see, we're just using different spaces with them and the pearls instead. So I'm not sure whether these have been done before. They're not ones that I've done, because I don't think I've worked with those nuggets. But you can see again, they look beautiful if you wanted to layer them up. And if you want to get any extra components, you can do that on the website. So the ones that we don't have a gold colourway for are these beautiful purples. So you can see the purple iris here. I'll just show you some of those gorgeous beads. And we put them with the gold or the silver colourway. We've got these gorgeous blue ones, which I think would look gorgeous with the gold as well. So I just lay the clasp down next to it. You can see how that would look together. Look at them. Ooh, I love a bit of sparkle. You know, I'm like a magpie. So I wasn't sure whether to do the blue. But actually, as I think, you know, those kind of seafoam colours are going to be very on trend today, I'm thinking the green iris with the gold. I mean, these are something else. They have got a beautiful, very pale green tone to them. And then they just look delightful with these green iris bicones. So beautiful components to work with. Doesn't need anything complicated. Keep it simple. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tiger tail and I'm going to cut, whatever size I want. I'm going to cut about just over 8 inches really. If I want an 8-inch bracelet, it's going to get larger when I add my clasp on. These are the clasps that we're using today, so they're a nice large clasp. And you can see it's going to sit nice and flat when we're opening and closing them out. So it's just a nice straightforward stringing, and as we know the pattern that we're going to use, we don't need to have work from the middle out. We can just start straight away with our culottes and our clasp. Good morning, Anne. How are you doing? Rachel says, ooh, sparkly. Rachel is also a fellow magpie. So I'm just going to get my findings out. I think the jump rings, looking at these samples, are a 6x1. I don't know if I've got those to hand. Yes, I do. Champagne. I'm going to use a slightly smaller jump ring just because it matches the tone of the metal a little bit better. So I think I'm demoing with a 5x1. I don't really think it matters too much. So I'm just going to get my culotte out and I'm going to add my culotte onto the end, stringing that through so it's facing upwards. And then I'm going to take 2 of my crimp beads. What you can do is you can bring that tiger tail back through the culotte if you want to, just to make it a little bit sturdier. And of course this will quite easily fit through the beautiful sized drill holes that we've got. So if you wanted to do that to strengthen up your clasp, you absolutely can do. If not, all I'm going to do is just slide them right towards the end. So one at a time. I'm not pushing them both together, but I'm just flattening out those crimp beads one by one. And I want to make sure that it fixes the tiger tail in place, not crushing it too hard, so it's not going to snap that tiger tail, but they're nice and flush together towards the end. And then I can just slide my culotte up over them both. They fit inside nicely. And then I'm just going to press it down with my fingers. Now I always do it with my fingers first, just to check that I've got it nicely lined up. They do often come with a bend in it, but you can see it's got like a little hinge here. And if that's not quite bent in the center, then it might not fully line up, and that's what I want. So I'm just going to make sure that my crimp beads are hidden inside of the culotte. And then when I'm happy that they are, I'm just going to push down very gently on the outside, just to create that nice rounded shape. And if you push towards the bottom of the culotte, it will close that over nice and firmly, so you know it looks like a little bead. A nice professional finish at the end. So I'm going to start with my spacer. So you can see these spacers in the gold or the silver are lovely little kind of delicate little flowers. and you'll just see the edge of them when they're between your beads. So I'm going to start with one of my spaces, and I'm going to let that sit nice and flat against the culotte. And then all I'm going to do is just alternate. You can do whatever design you want with this, but I'm just going to alternate. So I'm going to use one of these beautiful nuggets. Love the cut on them, they're really gorgeous. And then another floral spacer, and then a bicone, and then a floral spacer. So when I've looked at some of the samples, not to be picky, but I have noticed there's the odd one where the little floral space has been missing, which says to me these are really quick makes. You can get into a real repetition and it's easy to miss one. So all I'm going to do, hopefully not do the same, I'm just going to be able to alternate. So spacer, nugget, spacer, bicone, spacer, nugget, spacer, bicone. And I'm just going to alternate, just keeping those little spaces in between so they will surround both the bicones and the nuggets. Just add that little kind of pop of detail in there. And I'm just going to thread them up. It couldn't be any more straightforward a make. So in terms of making and what we've got coming up, I do have a trip planned. We got my tickets yesterday and I'm heading down to the warehouse next week. So I'm going to be putting together as many as I possibly can in terms of future projects. So for those that have commented, thank you very much for those that have given me some suggestions. I know Phoenix has sent me some ideas, and I can't remember who it was now on the, was it Joanne? I can't remember. Somebody has sent me a comment as well to, I can't remember who sent the comment, but I remember what they sent. So they'd suggested maybe some like leather wrap bracelets. So I'm thinking you kind of, what if it's an adjustable clasp that you're after, you're probably wanting like a macrame style, what's the knot called? Solomon bar knot. With some leather cord. So I'll have a little look when I get down to the warehouse and I'll see what materials and components we've got in available to do some of those makes. I think it might be nice to make some kind of masculine style jewellery. Of course, though, we do have Mother's Day coming up soon. So if there's any mums in your life you'd like to treat, these might be a nice option, a nice, straightforward, simple little make. Or, of course, if you would like to be treated, I know my husband never knows what to get me. I might suggest I'd like a kit, or even maybe a voucher. We do vouchers as well on the website, so I'll always spend it, even if I don't know what I'm getting. I'll always spend it. So I'm just alternating. I've not even laid them out. I've literally just pulled a few off my string. And I'm just popping them on in that kind of curved shape, really. And it doesn't matter when I'm first stringing them on, but when it comes to attaching my clasp at the end, I'd like to create that curved shape. I often do this when I'm making a necklace or a bracelet when I'm stringing with Tigertail, just so I can get that curvature as I go, and that will help with my tension. So I'm just checking. I don't think I've missed anything. I think I'm doing all the spaces and swapping between the bicones and these lovely crystal nuggets. Do give me a holler if I miss one out, because it won't take more than a few seconds just to unstring and, change up my design and correct anything that I may miss. And that's what's lovely about the stringing project. Nothing is fixed and nothing is permanent until you pop that or the culotte and clasp on at the end, so you've got time to change it up. You might want to do it where you're adding a couple of bicones in, or having a centre feature with those nuggets, whatever you like. Nina says, I would use a lobster clasp for this bracelet. I think I possibly would too, to be honest, Mina. But as I say, I got them sent to me, which is quite nice, to be honest. Because it does take a lot of time. I'm very appreciative to whoever's made them up. I think it's the lovely lot at the warehouse, because even though you might have a nice, straightforward, quick make, when you're doing, and you'll know, Mina, because you do a lot of craft stalls, so you have to have them in like every possible colour, and obviously we've not just got colours, have we? We've got different metal tones as well. So when you start making things and you're making lots and lots and lots and lots, I mean, I love making them, but sometimes I'll start with a design, and then as I'm putting all the colours together, I think, why did I put so many colours together? Or why did I choose such a fiddly design? I was making necklaces, which I'm going to do with you. I think it's the 10th, and it must take me about 40 minutes. And that's when I'm going really quick. Per necklace, which isn't bad to make one necklace up. But I think I've got about 8 colours, so literally, like, I finished my live and I'd already done half of the colour samples, and I thought I'll put the other ones together. So I've done silvers and I did gold. I think I worked about 7 hours putting them together. At the end, my hands were like, I need a break. So for anyone who's put these together for me, thank you, really appreciate it. So what I want to do is I want to finish with, I'm going to finish with a nugget, because I started with a nugget. So I think I'm just going to add one more on. And you can just make this to size. You can put on as many as you want. You're getting enough in your kit to make 3. So I don't know whether I've used an extra in this, but I think that looks like a good size. And of course I'm going to finish with that little spacer too. Rachel says, my mum always enjoys something I have made. Usually it's a necklace, as she doesn't wear rings or bracelets. My mum always wears my jewellery, and it's lovely. I often see her wearing something and I think, oh, I'd do a much better job at that now, because it'd be something that I made her a long time ago. And I'll take it back every now and again, maybe to tweak it or to give it a little polish or whatever. But I don't think she just puts it on when I'm there. I think she wears it all the time. It's a pendant that I made her. So I'm going to add my culotte onto the end, and I'm going to pop one of my spacer beads, crimp beads, right down in the middle, and keeping that rounded shape as I do it, at least where I attach the first one on if I can. And then I'm going to push down that crimp bead, so if you can see in between my fingers there, it's right up next to that culotte right at the bottom. And then I'll just give that culotte a little wiggle just to check it's fully secured. And then I'm going to take another crimp bead, and now I've got that tension, I can lift it up straight, and I can closer to my face if I need to. I'm going to pop the other crimp bead on, and you can crimp your crimp beads properly, like fold them over with crimping pliers, but when you're using the culottes, you don't need to. It's a little cheat way, but it gives a lovely professional finish. So you can see I've just popped that other crimp bead on top of it, and then that's not going anywhere. And now I can trim off that excess. I'm not trimming anything near that crimp bead. I'm just taking the extra little bit of tiger tail And again, I'm going to fold it over with my fingers. And then a pair of chain nose pliers just to close that fully. And then all I need to do now is add on my toggle clasp. So where's the, I think I put it away, didn't I, in the bag. This is the toggle which you should get. Lovely colour. You can obviously get it in the gold or the silver. It's a little bit Art Deco, I think. Is it Art Deco? Yeah, not Nouveau. Art Deco. Don't know why I'm seeing that. I think it's those lovely little kind of linear parts to it there. And then I'm just going to get 2 of my jump rings out. So these will be in your kit. I am assuming that you're going to be getting the 6x1 outer diameter sizes. I'm using a slightly smaller one here, so it should still work the same. Going to give it a little twist towards me, hook it onto the end, and then through my bar of my toggle, and then give it a little wiggle to check it's nice and fully closed. These would look beautiful as necklaces as well. So if you wanted to, instead of make 3 bracelets, you could of course make your necklace with it if you wanted. And then just pop the other side of my clasp on. Oh, and close that over. If you wanted to have it as a necklace, I think the clasps are pretty enough to have it as, you know, your focal, if you wanted to have that at the front. I'll take this one off and pop that one on. So this is possibly a little bit big for me, but when you have got a nice large toggle like this, it's pretty straightforward to get that on yourself. So of course you need that toggle to be able to lay flat, just to get through that ring. And you can see it gives a very delicate and a very pretty look, and a lovely shimmer to those crystals. So these are the mini Nugget crystal bracelets. Each kit is £9.99 and it makes 3 bracelets up. We've got lots of colours for you to choose from, and you can choose your finish with them, whether you want to have the gold spaces or the silver spaces with those, and clasps and findings. And they are also on an offer, so you can buy 2, so that's making 6 bracelets for £16. So head over to the website, have a little look, and they are there for you, just under mini Nugget crystal bracelets. Oh, Rach says my mum has early dementia, so seeing her face light up when I give her a gift is always an enjoyment. Rach, dementia is just the cruelest thing. As when you see someone that you love going through that, it's so very hard on the family. So I'm sending you loads of love, my darling. I hope she's okay. I hope you're all right. And yeah, making jewellery, what a lovely way just to put a smile on her face. That's lovely. Mina Stubbins says, oh no, I've missed most of those, or we'll have to watch later, catch up, like I usually do. Live is so much better though. Well, I'm finished really early, Mina, because they were the quickest, loveliest little bracelets to make. They are the mini crystal nugget bracelets. I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think I've got any more spaces to make another gold one, but I'd quite happily just spend the next half an hour looking at these nuggets. Look at them. They're just amazing. I mean, I haven't even got much of a light going on in here today. It's sunny outside, but I can't imagine how beautiful they're going to be in the sunshine, on your wrist, sparkling away. These are the ones from the blue kit with the blue bicones. They look gorgeous against the gold. our colours are just lovely for you today. In terms of what colours you have got, you've got an AB purple, you've got a charcoal dust, you've got a crystal and a blue, which are these ones here. You've got a gold and a teal, a smoke and a green iris. You've got an AB purple. Have I missed one? A shadow and a purple iris. And you can choose all of those lovely colours with either your gold or your silver findings. They are making 3 bracelets up your kits today for £9.99, or 2 kits, which is 6 bracelets for just £16. So thank you so much for being with me. Oh, I don't know what I've pressed there. Oh, I can't get used to these settings. I'm not feeling 100% either. Oh, here I am. Jen says, thank you, Natalie. These are beautiful. Anastasia says, these are very pretty. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for being with me today. What am I doing on Monday? That's the question. So it could be earrings. It could be bracelets. It could be a necklace. I don't know. If you have a little look on what's scheduled, you will see what's coming up, because I can't keep tabs. I'm not sure. I've been putting that many projects together. I don't know what day we're in. What month are we in? Is it March still? Yeah, it's my dad's birthday this week. So yeah, happy birthday, Dad. So yeah, keep your suggestions coming in. If there's anything particular you'd like to see me make, then drop me a comment and I'll do my very best to work that into my schedule. I think I've got about 65 ideas planned at the minute, but we'll see how long that takes me to put together. Oh wow, Susan says, wow, it's 5:35 a.m. here. What time is it where you are? It's just gone 10:37, so 20 to 11. So I've got time to have a cuppa and carry on putting my plans together, Susan. So I hope you have a lovely morning. So I'm going to be back with you on Monday at 10 a.m. UK time. I don't know what, I think it's probably about 5 o'clock for you then, Susan, if you want to pop back on Monday. I hope you all have a really, really lovely week and a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all soon.